Okay, so here we are now, lovely and feeling a lot less stressed indeed. Got some nice coffee, which is awesome. As much milk and sugar as I could possibly put in it. Ordered some breakfast, got some orange juice, got some extra coffee. This little thing doesn't seem to be working. One of the cool things I didn't tell you is I actually got one of these thingies. Let's have a look and see if we can find it. One of the, no, where is it? Where is it? Here. One of these babies. So, had a drink with loads of friends at my local pub before leaving, and they'd all chipped in, or most of them had chipped in and gotten me this little GoPro, which is fantastic. Now, I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't even checked it out because I'm a little bit like, oh my god, I didn't know if I'd be, I was a little bit stressed basically. But this is going to be very fun. This is where we're going to be starting to do a lot more videos on food, a lot more kind of travel logs, and this is kind of going to be the first test. Now, the only reason we're not doing the GoPro is I didn't want to buy a SD card, and I've never used one before, so I wanted to watch a few videos on YouTube first, see if I can get an idea, but that's going to be stunning. But this is going to be the first vlog travel thing, plus flight reviews. I've been watching a load of flight reviews recently, and so we're going to try and do one of those. So we're going to wait for breakfast, and then we're going to have a little review of the breakfast, I think. See you in a second. Okay, so here we go. We have our scrambled eggs, we have a little bit of bacon there, we have some little mini sausages, and we have some levain sourdough bread. Oh, this looks fantastic and it smells fantastic, and we're going to dig right in. I think this Pontezinha place is kind of the posh restaurant of Arlanda Airport, because they've also got the American Express Lounge. I don't think I've ever eaten here before. I don't think I've ever eaten in Arlanda Airport. I don't remember. I usually, when I'm coming through here, it's either going to Australia or going straight to Copenhagen. So I don't really remember. But let's dig in and give it a try. Okay, so we have checked in, which is awesome, and there's not much going on in this airport. Actually, quite a lot of flights going out. A few people around, and what we need though is some breakfast. So we're going to go to Pontus in the air. So a restaurant up here, meant to be kind of nice, and let's see if we can get something hearty. Okay, so here we are now, lovely and feeling a lot less stressed indeed. Got some nice coffee, which is awesome. As much milk and sugar as I could possibly put in it. Ordered some breakfast, got some orange juice, got some extra coffee. This little thing doesn't seem to be working. One of the cool things I didn't tell you is I actually got one of these thingies. Let's have a look and see if we can find it. One of the, no, where is it? Where is it? Here. One of these babies. So, had a drink with loads of friends at my local pub before leaving, and they'd all chipped in, or most of them had chipped in and gotten me this little GoPro, which is fantastic. Now, I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't even checked it out because I'm a little bit like, oh my god, I didn't know if I'd be, I was a little bit stressed basically. But this is going to be very fun. This is where we're going to be starting to do a lot more videos on food, a lot more kind of travel logs, and this is kind of going to be the first test. Now, the only reason we're not doing the GoPro is I didn't want to buy a SD card, and I've never used one before, so I wanted to watch a few videos on YouTube first, see if I can get an idea, but that's going to be stunning. But this is going to be the first vlog travel thing, plus flight reviews. I've been watching a load of flight reviews recently, and so we're going to try and do one of those. So we're going to wait for breakfast, and then we're going to have a little review of the breakfast, I think. See you in a second. Okay, so here we go. We have our scrambled eggs, we have a little bit of bacon there, we have some little mini sausages, and we have some levain sourdough bread. Oh, this looks fantastic and it smells fantastic, and we're going to dig right in. I think this Pontezinha place is kind of the posh restaurant of Arlanda Airport, because they've also got the American Express Lounge. I don't think I've ever eaten here before. I don't think I've ever eaten in Arlanda Airport. I don't remember. I usually, when I'm coming through here, it's either going to Australia or going straight to Copenhagen. So I don't really remember. But let's dig in and give it a try. Okay, so one thing I always get annoyed about with breakfast is that there's never enough bread. So we've got like 2 little pieces of bread here, which is nowhere near enough for the scrambled eggs. But let's have a try the scrambled eggs then. Sorry about the glare, it's very light in here. They're lovely. They're lovely, they were just made fresh. Fantastic, bit of chives on top. I added a bit of salt and pepper, because I like salt and pepper. Try one of these sausages. They're quite squishy, a bit rubbery. I don't know. I guess I prefer my breakfast sausages to be a little less Frankfurter, a little bit more English style. That's a little bit Frankfurter, like you're getting a hot dog, but it's okay. Bread's good, pre-buttered, which is annoying. I like to butter my own bread. I like butter. Bacon. I'm quite a big fan of Swedish bacon. I think it's quite nice. Usually a little bit less fatty than, say, English bacon. Let's have a quick. I mean, that's nice. Kind of feels. Now, I used to run a small hotel in London, in a very small place, 9 rooms. It was a pub hotel, really light in here. But it kind of feels like the bacon was probably kind of cooked off a bit earlier, and then they've just kind of chucked it back on the grill now. So they got some kind of char on it, and then chucked it back on the grill later on. But still nice. And I mean, gotta be honest, for the price, it's not great. Like 135 grams, quite a lot, but it's still very good. The eggs are definitely the thing. The eggs are perfect. I couldn't have made better eggs myself, actually. I'm trying to taste and see if there's like cream in there, but I don't think there is. I think it's just good eggs, scrambled fresh. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off, and then I'm going to find a charging space and probably nap. I've got 3 hours. I came here so early to try and work out all this cancelled flight stuff. I've actually got a lot of time. So yeah, I don't even have a book. I wonder if there's a bookshop. See if I can find a bookshop, something to read. That's the problem though, in 3 hours, I'm a pretty fast reader. I'd read the whole book, and then I'd be stuck on the plane. Nah, we'll see what I can do. Thanks guys, back in a bit. Okay, so we are on our flight. We're in Copenhagen. We're about to take off and go to Singapore. And this is kind of nice. Yeah, it's kind of nice. The plane looks kind of empty. Looks like most people are in first class. It's cool. And yeah, I don't think. I'll show you. 1 second. So yeah, as you can see, really empty flight. Should be able to stretch out nice here. This is obviously economy. I'm not rich enough to afford the first class up there. I can tell you it's bloody warm with this mask on and running through the airport. There was only 40 minutes in between the flights. Bloody warm. Singapore have taken a lot more care. They're taking everybody's temperatures, checking all the stuff, but it all looks good. So we should be up for a nice 11-hour flight, I think it is, to Singapore. And I'll come back when we get a little bit of the food. Oh, actually, we could have a look now. Is there a menu? There's no menu. No, that sucks. No menu. Oh, we'll have a look later then. I don't know if you can see, but this is basically asking me to connect to some website to see the menu. So we'll have to wait and see what it turns out to be. Okay, so we've got the first load of food. I was given a choice between chicken and pasta or this sambal fish bread roll, water, cheese and crackers, a bit of butter, which is nice, and I got a Coke. And lots of hand sanitizer and wipes are being given around as well. So let's have a look at this and see what we got. Okay, so at first glance it looks kind of nice. Fish in a obviously a hot spicy sauce. Beans and maybe Chinese cabbage with some chilies and some rice. Let's give the beans a try. That's nice. That's nice. Now let's give the fish a try. Let's try without the sauce first. I mean, it's fish. I couldn't tell you what fish. I haven't seen the menu, as I said. They don't have that available online at the moment. Maybe. Oh no, I couldn't tell you what fish. I'm not that good at fish. I mean, it's fish that's been reheated. That's nothing wrong with that. Let's try a bit with the hot sauce or the sambal, because that's what's going to save this meal, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. A little bit sweet. Not as hot, maybe, as I would have liked it. But definitely, yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have preferred, just because we're coming out of Copenhagen. So one thing I've heard by watching a lot of airline reports is that you usually get better food coming out of the airline's host city. So, Singapore is based in Singapore, so you're going to get the best food if you're flying out of Singapore. So coming out of Copenhagen, I probably would have gone with kind of Western food, and it was chicken and pasta, as opposed to Asian food, which is the sambal. That said, I rarely have fish, so this is going to be quite nice, I think. So I think I'm just going to enjoy it. Cool. So my cheese-loving butt thought they were coming around with a big wheel of camembert. But obviously this is ice cream. I don't know what flavour it is. It's going to be vanilla, isn't it? Singapore single ice sorbet. Oh, sling ice sorbet. Oh, okay. We'll come back for that then. This should be good, because Denmark is good at ice creams and sorbets. I love Danish ice cream and sorbets. I used to run a gelato company, if you don't know. So this should be good. Scaro, I don't recognise that brand, though. It's not one of the independents, but yeah, this should be good. So one thing I will say is that it's obviously, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in this back section of the plane, right at the back, and then maybe another 30 or 40 up in the expensive seats. And there seem to be at least 6, maybe 8 staff. So I think they're getting a bit bored. They keep on walking back and forth. She came and filled my Coke and I literally just put it down, which is, fantastic service. So you would expect nothing less from Singapore Airlines. But it is, you kind of feel for them a little bit that, it is a big old plane and they don't really have that much to do. Apart from, I guess, in a few minutes they're probably going to, once they clear the food, tell us to put our mask back on. Anyway, I finished that dish. I'm actually going to say that was pretty nice. I actually really enjoyed it. Said I don't usually eat a lot of fish, but yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. A bit more spice, a bit less sweet would have been great. I love cheese. I love cheese so much. Seriously fantastic. I could have done without the dessert, actually. thinking about it. I should have just said it. I should have just seen if they got more cheese. So then we've got this Singapore Sling Ice sorbet, which, if you check here, it contains birch juice. So this should be kind of interesting. I've never got a chance to make any sort of sorbet or gelato with birch juice, but I would have loved to. I think it's kind of expensive. We had organic stuff, so we would have probably bought the trees or something. I don't know. Let's give this a shot. I don't really know what that tastes like. I'm not going to say it tastes like a tree. Kind of like a raspberry, like a boring raspberry. Kind of feels like there's bits of real fruit in there, which is good. I doubt it though, for this level of commercial product. They're most likely using organic pulp. It doesn't say organic on it though. No, it doesn't say organic. I mean, a lot of people won't care whether it's organic or not, but you do when it comes to gelato, because if you're making gelato or sorbets fresh, quality of ingredients can make a massive difference. Now, I mean, it just kind of tastes like a quite sweet, high level of sugar, but the sugar coating being tastes like it doesn't taste like real sugar. It tastes like dextrose or yeah, it's like one of those refined sugars they use these days, I think. Because I can feel it on my tongue. Kind of, it feels slick. You know what I mean? It's still nice. Nothing wrong with it. It's cold. I mean, it's cold and it's pink. The texture is fantastic. Smooth. I mean, if I made this, as I said, you know, I'd probably use less sugar. Yeah, less sugar, like almost like 10 to 15% less sugar, and somehow maximize the birch. You're going to see something's got birch in it, birch juice, which sounds awesome. Maybe they're using just birch juice. Is that a type of sugar? No, it's not, is it? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But if you're going to be using birch juice, you want it to taste like birch juice. It's nice. I'm not going to be able to finish that though. I had too much cheese and too many Cokes. I never have Coke. I think this is the first can of Coke I've had in, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It's too fizzy in my belly. I can feel it fizzing away now. And I'm only coughing. People, don't be worried, I'm not sick. I'm only coughing because I smoke a lot. So don't worry. Alright, so that was a good start to, so far, a nice flight. I mean, everything's been efficient. There's lots of space, so I'm going to be able to spread out. The movie selection is fantastic. Literally fantastic. They have like all of the movies I would like to watch. The food was great. I feel nice, full, content. I'm going to try go and sleep now because I want to see if I can reset my clock. It is coming up to 12 midnight in Australia, Brisbane, I guess. Maybe, I can't remember if Brisbane and Melbourne have the same time. Yeah, it's roughly around midnight. So I think if I try and get some sleep now, sleep through until for 4 or 5 hours at least, then hopefully I'm kind of settling into that time. This is a 11-hour flight, so we've only done about an hour so far, so 10 hours to go. I'll try and sleep for at least 5 or 6 of it, I think. But so far, Singapore's doing a great job. I'll switch around and just show you the... Obviously with COVID they've taken away lots of magazines, anything that can be done, but you know, this is good. TV, lovely, good selection of movies. As I said, I'm watching this pile of crap because I can't remember ever watching it, but everybody says it's a pile of crap. So far it's pretty much a pile of crap. As I said, lots of room. The colour of the stuff is hideous. I mean, that's just gross. That's not a colour. not even like a gold colour, it's like a brown, baby poop brown is what I would call that. But yeah, cool. Alright, see you for breakfast. Okay, so good morning. I didn't get much sleep, unfortunately. There's a crying child over there somewhere. But we got a little bit of rest, which is good. We have just been served breakfast. The choice was scrambled eggs with baked chicken or Asian noodles with prawns. So we went with Asian noodles with prawns because scrambled eggs and chicken sounded like an odd meal to me. And it's all looking pretty nice. Let's have a switch around, have a look. So yeah, we got some lovely scrambled egg, so noodles with prawns, which is very nice. Probably not going to be spicy enough. Got bread, nice hot bread. Butter. The butter was cold, so there's quite little breasts, but they're there. We got some lovely natural yogurt, some muesli to put with the yogurt, a cup of coffee, some orange juice. So it all looks pretty good. Let's give a quick taste of these noodles. See how they go. So two prawns. Doesn't look like much chili. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that apart from a pretty basic lack of flavour. Yeah, it just doesn't really taste of anything at all. I don't know where to put my hands. Whoa, sorry, dropped my phone. Which is a shame. So yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to eat it anyway because I'm hungry, and we should be landing in Singapore in about an hour, and then we will see if we can find anything to eat there. I haven't been to Changi Airport in years, so that'll be something to look forward to. Actually, it's one of the best airports in the world. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, hello peeps, and we've landed in Singapore, Changi Airport. Obviously one of the most awesome airports in the world. They're very efficient in getting everybody to a kind of holding area where they then pull them out for the individual flights based on their names and everything. A little bit chaotic, but it's a lot more organised than everywhere else so far, which is cool. So I just think we've probably got a half an hour wait here, and then we will be back on the plane heading somewhere. Flight turned out all right, but obviously there was a young child crying, even though there were only 6 people in economy, which is a little bit frustrating, but otherwise all good indeed. Lots of food options here. I'm not really that hungry yet. I'm very thirsty, but none of the drinks here are cold because it's too warm. It's too warm here. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. Okay, hello, and now we're on the final leg of the journey, Singapore to Sydney, Brisbane. Oh, maybe there might be one more leg because I need to get to Brisbane, I think. Either way, and we're getting lunch. It is incredibly turbulent, so this could be fun. And they've actually suspended service, but I got my lunch just then. The choices were veal sausage and I think the spicy prawns with noodles, which I had before, so we've gone for the sausage. Let's have a quick look. Okay, cool. So it's like kind of breakfast, really. Sausage, nice big omelette, some beans, and some, I guess, hash brown things there, which is great. I like breakfast, nothing wrong with that at all. Bread roll, yogurt, and I've got a Coke. I seem to be drinking a lot of Coke. I think I'm tired, but I think I've had too much coffee, so I've gone to Coke. This looks lovely. Let's give it a little, how do I hold this phone? Like this? Yeah. Let's give the sausage a little taste. Like this. hot. It's really quite hot, but nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Tastes nice. Does taste? You can definitely taste it. It's not like just beef or pork. It's something different. I'm pretty sure she said veal. Then let's have a bit of the egg. I mean, that's pretty rubbery and awful. Yeah, that's really quite, doesn't taste of anything at all, really. It's a shame. In the old days, you used to get salt and pepper on these things, in a little packet, so you can, add some seasoning. They don't seem to do that. If I fly again soon, I'm going to take some salt and pepper with me for sure. Let's have a quick taste of these little hash brownie things. I mean, that's nice. So, I mean, all in all, this is a pretty basic breakfast. Pretty hard to do breakfast well on a flight. Not going to say it's good. Sausage is not bad. Beef will be okay. But it is what it is. So, I guess we'll tuck in. I don't think we get another meal on this flight. It's only about 7 hours, so I think this will be it. Maybe some snacks later on. I'll let you know if we get something else. Cheers.